Hello fellow traders, this is the first video of our new series related to Bitcoin. As we have mentioned many times, we are trading our real account for the past year for the purposes of this series. All profits will go to my subs. Stay tuned, subscribe, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. As I got too many messages for the Bitcoin, I am starting this new series of videos on how to start trading the Bitcoin. Please keep in mind that trading is risky as hell. We do it only for entertainment purposes only, and I need to throw this disclaimer. I am not suggesting to follow me on what I'm doing. Remember that 95% are losers. I have never traded any cryptocurrency before. I guess many people are in the same position with me. I mean, they are thinking of start trading, or they might had some losses in the past. However, I decided to make a real account, add some funds, and start my journey, let's say in cryptocurrency. Actually in Bitcoin, the major, this is the one that we will start analyzing. I don't know exactly how long it will last. I hope it's worth the try. I do not provide any trades related to Bitcoin. Even in people that are already following me in Patreon, I know that they know me. I'm providing only for the major pairs. However, I hate theory, and especially people that are claiming to be gurus with some random lines and diagrams and so on. I will trade. Remember that it's risky as hell, so I will do that for you. Remember all the rules that we have set. This is the perfect opportunity to apply them. The market will be unpredictable. It might last a couple of weeks or months or more than a year. I don't know. No one does. So still, I believe this is a great opportunity to show and see how it's done. At least what I recommend. I mean, how I recommend to start. We will start from scratch. Again, all profits will go to my subs. And let's start by doing some basic homework. First things first, let's say. We know that we have three kinds of analysis: fundamental, technical, and sentiment. We have analyzed all of them in this series, in these videos, in my tutorials, and so on. Of course, you can check some external sources. That is up to you. Many times in my sources, I'm also putting some external links that will help you, I mean, into your analysis. In Bitcoin, we do not have any fundamentals to analyze. So actually, this is one of the major reasons, at least for me, that I do not trade the Bitcoin. At least not yet. And the reason is that we still, we don't have any correlation with some major economic events or indexes, something related to commodities. You might, well, I believe it's new, even though it's not new. I mean, I think it's started from maybe more than 20 years. I'm not sure. So, so far until today, we have nothing tangible or any correlation with number or indexes. And remember, I'm saying not yet, because we do not know how this will continue into the future. If there might be a new index, keep in mind that in Japan, they are already start thinking to add indexes related to robots and artificial intelligence and machinery and so on. So in a way, they are trying to create a new index, something similar with what we are calling today as an unemployment. Technology is at a peak. And as I said, we do not know what will happen in the future. So we will keep our tradings, keep our trade, let's say, without using any fundamental analysis. And as I said, not yet. Now, today, in our first part, we will see the sentiment analysis. And before we dive to the trade, we will see how we can start, let's say, productively. The most important element is the CFTC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. We have analyzed that in our series. You can search in my tutorial related to sentiment analysis. I will put in my description in the useful links that you can check there. But we need to save some time, otherwise there was no way that we could proceed. So what I did, I start keeping my data, the data that I'm interested in. Of course, there are many websites that you can provide with this information from week to week. I will use raw data directly from their site. I have created an Excel file that we will use for our trade. Let's say that will help with our trades. This is the main site that you can visit, and this is the information that we are going to need. And actually, I have already created my first sheet with all the information that we are going to need from week to week. This is my account ID, the new account, that it will stay here. And of course, we will keep track of the account and the trades and how this will work, how this will develop from week to week. Again, I said, I don't know how long it will last. It might get a week, it might be a month, I don't know. Anyway, as I said, first things first, the most important. If you are watching the Bitcoin market, you will see that actually we had a zero commercial position, and this started to happen now, lately, which means that people, the big boys, let's say, are start to having an interest on that. It doesn't mean necessarily something. For sure, it's an important factor, at least the way that I use this data. Many people will claim that it's some lagging data because it's based on position of the previous week and so on. I will partially agree, but I will disagree also, because this is something that will allow you to keep and track and see how the interest, let's say, how the long versus the short position are changing. So if you keep a track from week to week, you will might be able to identify a trend. From my perspective, from the way that I trade, I find that let's say the most useful, the most practical, useful way to use the data and the information. So I have transferred all the information that we're gonna need in our main sheet. Let's say how is the positions changed based on commercial, non-commercial, non-reportable. I won't get into further details. You can watch my video on sentiment analysis if you want to find these elements. However, I will keep a track on these kind of numbers because I'm interested to see officially how the positions are changing. I will totally disagree. I will totally agree with you that, okay, we cannot track everything for sure, and this is only one small part of our analysis and how we will start our trade. Remember that this is just the beginning, so I will just showing you the basic information that we will start with. So from the sentiment, let's say, perspective, these are the data that we are going to use. Of course, we have a total change in percentages, long versus short position. Again, I can provide you with this Excel file, so don't worry, it's not very fancy, it's a very simple Excel file. You can do it very easy. This is not the point. Also, you can find this information directly from some websites that are already using, let's say, the data, and they are keep a track. I will use the raw data because that's how I prefer to do it. Anyway, as I said, this is the part that we're going to use. And now let's open our MT4 platform, because this is the platform that we will trade Bitcoin. This is pretty much the account that I have created. There is no starting amount yet because I'm waiting for the funds to be transferred. You can see that the balance is still zero. My broker uses actually euro. I prefer USD. However, I do the transaction in USD, so I'm waiting for some FX rates and so on, so I'm not quite sure about the amounts. This is our chart. This is our Bitcoin. These are some major lines. We are not having anything fancy. We have said that many times. We keep our charts clean. This is the prices that we will start opening our long positions. Again, I said that we do not throw our bullets right away. We won't trade the exact amount unless I have no other option. I mean, if the prices go there and immediately retrace, let's say, or immediately change direction, my position will be long. This is what I am expecting. I still don't believe it's the perfect time to enter now. Remember that we are using leverage. I do not recommend to use any leverage. You can check my leverage video why. However, if you know how to do it, for me there is no other way. At least when you are trading FX, there is no other way than using leverage. So practically, we have a clean diagram with the prices. This is where the prices that will start. I mean, this is will be my starting point. I have calculating my lots and my account. Of course, we will play a micro account, so approximately each trade. I use a single account for each trade. Let's say now our account is 0. My estimations is that I will use a 0.01 lots for every 100 USD. However, for some safety reasons that I do not understand, anyway, this is my broker's policy. This particular broker, I cannot use my entire account for one trade, even though, yeah, for entertainment purposes and so on, I try to explain them that if they allow me to do that, unfortunately they won't. The policy doesn't change because it's a micro account. If it was a bigger account, for sure, yes, things are different there. However, for this account, my approximate funds will be at around 500 euro. I'm not quite sure because, as I said, we might expect some discrepancy based on FX rates and so on. However, this will be my initial amount and my trade will be at 0.01. This will be my first part, as I said, the first video of the series. I'm not quite sure if the prices will trigger. I mean, if my order will be triggered. However, I won't jump earlier. I have done my homeworks and my maths. I hope that there will be another wave to the downside, and this will be our wave. I mean, we will try to catch the entire move. Again, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Send me a message if you want to ask me anything. Please keep in mind that we are doing that just for entertainment. As I've said many times, trading is very risky. I do not recommend doing it. Make a lot of demos, make a lot of tries and tests, and so ever, and whatever. Market is not your friend. Remember that. The numbers are always against you. Again, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it and trade safe.